System 8, Production, CNC Configuration. To configure data for CNC machines, go to the Configuration tab, Database Parameters, then select Machine Files. First, set the path to the folder where you want the files to be saved. Below, you can set a template for the files. By default, new folders will be created with the order number, and within them, machine files with 6-digit names. Layer information will be added at the end. For vertical centers, you can additionally configure automatic program rotation. Of course, you can configure additional data in the template. We recommend the default configuration where all files for specific orders are separated into folders. Don't forget to use the Save button. Next, go to the Production Stations tab. Search for CNC stations. Select the main CNC. Go to the second tab. Here you can select a machine from the list or manually specify the machine file extension you want. If the extension you're using is missing, let us know. We'll check if it can be added. Each machine file type has additional parameters that we can set. In this case, we can set additional edge visualization in MPR files, which will be discussed in a later video. For a single CNC, this configuration is completely sufficient. If we want to use more machines, we need to activate the secondary CNC. Go back to the main CNC settings. I'll select an example machine here. As you can see in the parameters, we can set the maximum size at which elements will be processed on the CNC data. If the element is above 1800, it will be processed on the secondary CNC. Let's set the MPR optimizer on the main CNC. We can also filter out the drilling types to be processed on this CNC. All drillings that won't be processed on this CNC will be processed on the secondary CNC. We can also set a separate folder for the secondary CNC files. Let's save the changes. Let's move on to the secondary CNC. I'll remove the parameter here. Let's select the file types we want to generate. Remember, you can set additional parameters. If you have any questions, contact our implementation specialist. We can also set an additional path. Done. The entire production preparation process will be visible in the following videos. When using machine files, MPR can manage the edge band visualization configuration. By default, the MPR file parameters include width, height, and offset. You can also configure the visualization name. With the default configuration, simply open the file generated by our software on your machining center. As you can see in the graphical comment, the edge band is visualized. Here you can check where on your CNC to upload the file, which you can obtain from us to ensure the edge band is properly visualized. Of course, you can create your own visualizations. If they have a different name than our default, remember to include this in the Application and Machine application settings. This makes work much more convenient for the operator as they can see which side of the part is being edge banded.